Okay, I'm skinny. What's the best advice for ectomorphs and true hard gainers in terms of nutrition?
Well, the simple thing is you've got to be eating enough calories. That's an absolute given. So that's the first thing you need to calculate.
What sort of numbers would you be talking about?
Well, you need to. I would probably say that you need to eat between 500 to 1,000 more than your BMR, and you need to intelligently calculate your BMR. So you also need to try and elevate it above what an online calculator might tell you as well.
Your BMR is your body mass?
Basic metabolic rate. So your minimum requirements for human function.
Just in general terms, for ectomorphs, what would you put them on for breakfast, lunch and dinner?
I think it's very person specific. I think a decent carbohydrate content in the diet is, you're allowed that, and I'd probably want to see that. So having, a little bit of sweet potato, some oats, some heavy density in most meals. So for breakfast you might have a 4 to 6 egg omelette with veggies and maybe a little bit of oats with some Greek yogurt. So quite a lot of density but quite a well balanced meal.
Lunch and dinner?
Lunch and dinner, kind of similar stuff. Ultimately it's about real food, right? So maybe looking at really big pimped salads, maybe like a wild rice salad or a brown rice salad. Plenty of protein content in there, plenty of nutritional density. For dinner, classic like big, probably meat and veg dishes. You can cook things like cottage pies, which are going to be brilliant and quite calorific for the person, really trying to look at building their mass.
In the talk earlier, you seem to be going along the lines of 4 meals are better than 6.
Yes.
Well, why not just 3 big meals?
Because if you're really looking at muscle mass, you need to stimulate muscle protein synthesis as much as possible. So eating 3 meals a day is inefficient because we know we can stimulate maximum muscle protein synthesis every 4 hours. So ideally, to optimise muscle, split your meals into every 4-hour feedings.
How much protein is too much? Is there such a thing?
No, the research is pretty clear that high protein intake isn't a problem unless you've got a pre-existing kidney condition. So I would say 1.5 to 2 pounds of protein per pound of body weight is a pretty good starting point for an ectomorph.
What about carbs?
I think then that needs to be your variable with fat. So whatever protein calories you take in, you're going to kind of split the rest between carbs and protein. Your carbs are probably going to want to be fairly high.
But because you're an ectomorph, right?
Because you're an ectomorph and you've got good glucose metabolism.
Supposing you've been on a diet like I have, and the shakes were half the diet, over 6 meals initially on the program I was on, and then your coach changed it to all solid foods and no protein shakes. Can digestive enzymes help make protein shakes digest properly and work for me?
Well, protein shakes are pre-digested anyway, so you shouldn't need any help assimilating them. But in terms of whole food, if you're taking in an awful lot of food, then I would probably put enzymes on top of heavy protein whole food meals.
With shakes though, are you saying that if the shakes aren't doing much for you, there's really no supplement you can add to make them work for you?
Well, it depends what you mean by making it work for you. We're taking on board a shake to boost protein content.
To make them help you grow muscle?
The shakes are going to help build muscle, yeah, because you're going to get more calories in a very easily to assimilate formula.
But if they didn't appear to be working for you, is it possible they don't work for some people, I guess?
What, liquid calories?
Yeah.
Then if whole foods are better, then do whole foods. It's totally trial and error.